Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Timone Sorta Reviews. This week we are doing Images, The Further Adventures of Nick Wilson. Now this title may confuse you. It may seem like there's been other Nick Wilson comics. There have not. These are the only ones. And let's get to it. We start here in issue number 1. This shit intrigued me right away. I saw it on shelves right when it was brand new. I was like, oh man, dude, that's my life. A cup of noodles, cereal, video game controller using as a remote, some beer, some bongs, some nostalgia. Alright, let's check it out. A couple of years back, I flew the president to Kandahar. So he's reminiscing about his old days. It starts out. Okay. And now he is at a kid's birthday party getting slime and whatever shot at him, and he's like, hey, what can you do? And he comes in, he's totally hitting on the kid's mom, and she's going, oh no, this is his manager. This dude's so funny. He's like trying to slide in. And here comes Nick Wilson. She's cleaning him. She's like, oh damn, you're kind of buff. And you can see he's still got kind of a dad bod now. Oh, package. And he's going. She's like, you want to come up to my room? He's mad and jealous. So she lets him shower up. She's totally like, hey. In the bedroom. He's like, hey, I can't do this. She even grabs his dick. And now his manager's all like, what the fuck, dude? How could you not hit it? And he's like, I can't believe you're single, dude. You have no class. The fuck? And he's like, you're not my manager. He keeps on telling him he's your manager. He's like, you're not my manager. It's a running gag throughout the first 3. Got a text from Jane Jenkins. Yeah. He's like, Jane Jenkins? Who the fuck is Jane Jenkins? That's exactly what you think. Hudson, boom, crashes. Yeah. Nick Wilson's like, what the fuck? I'm in the hospital. You got the same name as? Yeah, I get that. I feel like already healed. Nick Wilson, smile. He told the press that that Nick Wilson was gonna be there. All he does is just piss Nick Wilson off. Now, the news is talking about all the previous exploits of Nick Wilson. He was basically a Superman. Look at this, dude. He's freaking, I'm going to throw this rock into the volcano. I'm going to stop this tank. I'm going to have sex with all your wives and girlfriends. He was like Tony Stark mixed with Superman. And this exclusive right here. I was like, what the fuck? It's pissing him off. Makes him go through some journals. Jane Jenkins, that's who. That's an old girl from back in the day. Oh, that's the one he must destroy. Nikki, is that you? Well, there's Jane. Times treated her okay. They're both just a little older, a little chubbier. They're noticing that about each other. She's like, "Man, you got a dad bod." He's like, "Well, you kind of got a mom bod." This stuff is like really cute. Anytime Nick and Jane are together, dude, their dialogue and their banter is really beautiful. They really get it in with each other. It's cool. And now we're introduced to Lex Luthor. And now back to them. I really gotta fly through this. Lex Luthor's gay son comes to give Nick Wilson a message at the end to be continued. So this is a really cool cover for number 2. You got Nick Wilson and sitting with his Lex Luthor. I like how they do the credits. They're upside down. They're on pieces of paper like they're part of the business meeting they're having. We got this old picture of him slaying Nick Wilson. So then here they have it. It's like some old school comic book stuff. Like he's totally Lex Luthor. Like this shit is awesome right here. Local boy becomes global hero. Dun, 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 dun. This is really cool. He's like, just sign here on the dot. Because right now he's offering him this thing. Jumpin' Jack. This is awesome. This second issue was like so surreal, dude. It was like it really brought in some of the realism to fantasy. This is when you find out that Nick Wilson's old sidekick, Jumpin' Jack, works for this Lex Luthor dude. Look, he's eating like a full bird. They're fed millet seed until they double their weight. He just eats the whole thing in one bite. And there's like some Batman corniness to it. It's like really fucking good. It's so meta. It's like, we're taking this building right here, we're going to turn it into a Nick Wilson museum, dude. We want you to be the guy, the face of the place. And it's Lex Luthor's gay son. Lex Luthor hates him. He hates him that he's gay. He's not. So he basically has Nick Wilson's old sidekick Jumpin' Jack as his team. And now we got Nick and Jane hanging out together, playing games, fucking smoking weed, drinking beer. Smoking weed, doing beer, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling parties, smoking blunts. Who smokes blunts? We smoke blunts. Smoking blunts and rolling blunts. Here comes his manager. This shit is always really funny too. It's like he's like always just biting in his life, just being that Badinsky. Oh, this is the issue where he meets Coco at the bar. she's all like, hey, dude, check out this music. He's all like, oh, I like music. Oh, yeah, she needed a charger. And blah, blah, blah. That's what it was. There wasn't. She's telling him she works at a record store, all this stuff. He doesn't know anything about her. Wait, there's a jack right here. Yeah, dude, they do listen to some music at some point. Yeah. Fucking iPhone. Yeah, they're totally hitting on each other, getting at it, going crazy. Puts his hand there. That's good stuff. Good stuff. So she just dips and leaves. Then he pulls out some paper, like, I'm not wearing the tights. Now he's got a nice little statue erect. This is so creepy. Haha, I told you. His manager's just chilling. This is the last time you see his manager. I think he does tell him in this issue to fucking quit being a Badinsky. Jane comes over. He's like, alright, time to leave. Get the fuck out of here. She's like, oh, he didn't have to go. He's like, yeah, he kind of did. He kind of needed to go. He doesn't make anything cool. He's like reverse cool. And 1 second, like, you notice how there's been no ads to this? They put all their ads in the back. Like, where? They don't even put... Never mind. That was just in the first 2 issues, I guess. All the ads were in the back. So now he's gonna go check out the museum. Jumpin' Jack. He's like, Jumpin'... This is when we get introduced to Jumpin' Jack. We only saw him in the background and stuff now. So here he is. He's a fucking hard ass now. He's all like, you look older. I'm like, so do you. You were a fucking little kid. Like, quit being a dick. I think he's gonna be in charge of selling all the merch. Here comes Morgenfeld's gay son. He's like always just referred to as the gay son, but he's like really chill. He's like trying to like help Nick Wilson out. He's like, dude, you know, there's all sorts of fucked up shit going on. He makes all sorts of, he has all sorts of good gay humor. He's funny. He's always funny. He's serious. Like, he's really helpful. He's like the best supporting role in this book. Like, he's kind of like Nick Wilson's manager for real. You know, this other dude is just always a Badinsky. You don't know what a Badinsky is? Oh, then these are all people who met Nick Wilson. You'll see the same people throughout the thing. Who do you see twice? I think there's a whole nother page of this too. Like, there's red dress girl twice. There's this family twice. You see some of them twice. You see Asian lipstick twice. You see this guy twice. So yeah, it's cool. You get to see a lot of these people twice. They're walking around like high school reunion. It's so bad. Or it is. This is the high school reunion. That's what Jane was coming over to tell him in the beginning. High school reunion. He's like, I don't want to go to that shit. She's like, I'm not gonna go. And then he ends up going anyways. I think the Morgenfeld's gay son told him. So he's like, dude, I need to get the fuck out of here. She's like, where do you want to meet up? She's like, let's go to the diner, get some muffins. Boom, get the rockin' muffins. And they're so cute, dude. You'd think they're always gonna do something like gay sex. It's just in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that joke probably segues to it, but you're just looking through, like, what does gay sex have anything to do with anything? So remember when you used to cheat on me with all those sluts? He's like, pfft. He's like, yeah, that was pretty cool. So they had this really cute back and forth. You're not really sure they're going to get back together or not. They're having a really good time. My back hurts. And that's how cute they used to be. Bye, Aries. Number 4. This was really cool. This cover. Makes you think like this dude's alright. This dude's gonna kill Nick Wilson. That's what Nick Wilson thinks too. And they already start you off like he's the main focus. The advertisements for this thing it's strong, man. Like we're gonna be there next issue. Clive Morgenfeld's freaking Nick Wilson experience. Morgenfeld is Lex Luthor. I've been calling him Lex Luthor because Nick Wilson sees this dude. He's like, fuck. He just keeps going. He just dodges him. And there, you're Jumping Jack. And it's like, why? He's like, Nick Wilson did this to me. He's like, why don't you come in? Now he's shopping with the old girl. She's like, yeah, I'm actually going out on a date tonight. And he's like, what? Then he starts telling his story. It has a completely different art style now. He's gonna go flying, catch this dude. Snaps his back. Cause like he's when he's talking about flying, he's like, I'm just lollygagging. Do. He's doing what any of us would do, dude. Like he's just out there riding, having a good time, kicking ass. So what's the problem? You saved him. He's like, I don't know, dude. He's injured now, and I've been ducking him ever since. They put a bubble right there in front of the text. That is genius. That is genius. Sorry about that. I'm still been kind of sick. That's why this has been delayed for like a whole entire week. That's why you're going to get another one later today. The secret origin of Dale Foster being told by Clive's son. He's like, he bought the rights to your costume, so even after you die, we'll still have people be able to play the Nick Wilson. Like, this museum has a chance to become bigger than Disneyland. So, Jumpin' Jack, I forget his name. Like, Jumpin' Jack bought Daryl, that's his name. Daryl, I thought Daryl and I were friends. He's like, nah. No. He don't give a fuck, dude. He's about the money of the business. So now you got, back at the bar, he's like, hey, man, you remember that one girl that was here, like, a couple weeks ago? He's like, oh, man, I don't remember. He's like, damn. Now he sees dude again. He's ducking him. I've been looking for you. He's like, yeah, I've been ducking you. And he's like, what, dude? Like, I owe you, man. Like, I was like, I'm also working, I'm a manager at Arby's, dude. I really can't do shit, man. Like, but really, I owe you my life, man. Like, so that's not this, like, Archie style. This is really good. Look at this is what he's daydreaming about. He's talking to his girl, like, do. Goes, catches him. Gosh, your spine snapped the second I caught you. He's like, dude, you saved my life. And this is when he tells him, he's like, I was going to jump off the building. I was diagnosed with cancer. I was going to kill myself. But then you came in and saved me. And it turns out my cancer was misdiagnosed. And I never would have known about that if you hadn't come to save my life. He's like, hey, I'm crippled as fuck now, but I'm alive. I got a family. I got a wife and kids, dude. Like that went on, like, all that I told you, that was, they did to do that in Fort. He's like, dude, you saved my life, dude. You just need to just go out and be you, man. Like, no regrets. And so he thinks he's gonna have the same situation with this girl. Like, what are you listening to? He's like, oh my god, you listen to horrible shit. He's actually just chilling. He's all like, yeah. So he continued to be concluded. Alright, welcome to the last issue, quote unquote, so far for Nick Wilson. Look at him, dude. He's just like, this is like the worst day of my life. This cover shows it all. These covers, all of them have been really good. So they're going to show all his past exploits again. Meeting Obama, fucking, was that Princess Diane? No, that's at the Oscars. Never mind, I'm retarded. Alright, that's the last time you see his manager from the flashback right there. We'd never see him again, dude. He never pops up. He's totally living my life right there. There's this huge triangle right here. Like, Daryl is basically the son that Morgenfeld never had, or whatever. Like, he hates his gay son. So, there's this huge joke that comes in at the end of this. It's so good. No one can find Nick Wilson. He's just nowhere to be found. Xavier comes by to meet up with Jane. He's like, well, if you do know where he is, let me know. And then she's like, hey, was such and such a good kisser? Yep. So now she knows exactly where he might be. She goes and finds him. I never used to have all this graffiti around here before. They used to be nice. Going back, how much the times have changed. It's getting late. Or is that the sunrise? Who knows? He's gonna go find that girl. He's gonna go find Coco from a few issues before. So he knows that she works at a bookstore, or a record store. Or is it a bookstore? Yep, it's a bookstore. She's like, ooh, so he's like, she works at a fucking bookstore owned by a gay dude. This gay dude's super funny. He's got, like, great sass, dude. He's like, oh, I could kiss you. He's like, no, save it for the lady. Cause he helps him find a place where she's gonna be at. So he goes and finds her. And during all this shit, dude, he goes and finds her. It's like, oh, we noticed that Nick Wilson hasn't arrived yet. What the fuck? He's all like, oh, yeah, well, I'll let you know when Nick Wilson's gonna be here, so stop worrying. And he's like, you know where he is? He's like, nah, get the fuck out of here. He's like, I'm gonna have some shit up your ass in the way you don't like. This is all sorts of gay jokes like that, too. Like, so he finds the bookstore. And he's like, hey, you want to come to my museum? And she's like, I don't know. Probably not. And he's like, I think it'd be a good idea. And she's like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. And they go, instantly get mad up by Xavier. And he's like, someone's coming. Hide. Ladies' room. I was just on the phone looking for Nick. That's why I'm in the ladies' room. Nick would always be in the ladies' room. So then they escape. They get around. Jane's like, hey, I'm here. This is the first time we meet Jane's son, Lucas. He's cool. He seems like a little chill kid. So he already tells Coco, go and take the freaking kid. This is their last little scene together. He's like, hey, that's my girl. She's like, yeah, that's cool, man. I like her. And he's like, God damn it, Nick Wilson, where the fuck have you been? He's so pissed. So he's like, yeah, dude, I didn't think I wanted to work with Clive. But when he told me before that all the proceeds were going to go towards establishing the Xavier Morganfield Gay and Lesbian Center in honor of his beloved son, we salute you for that, Clive. You son of a bitch. It was so good. And then he goes and kisses his girlfriend, and just like, his life feels complete. That's how the story ends. It says, for now, he ends with his life just feeling complete, dude. Like, he feels like he's actually done something actually heroic for once. He stood up to Clive in the best way possible. Never with fighting, never with power, but with his own wit and intellect. He was able to beat him in his own game for once. He was able to stop his own humiliation and beat him at the end. It was really cool. Yeah, man, I really suggest checking this series out. Like I said, it's by Image. It's 5 issues, $3.99 a piece. There's probably a graphic novel out for it now, trade paperback. It's been out for a while. Yeah, dude, call up your local comic book stores, local bookstores, dude, and have a day with it. Check you out later.